Hey! Well, listen. Keep hearing about the shipping and supply crisis. And I've kind of let this one set for a while because I really wanted to study it and see if my dumbass could figure it out, maybe a little bit different than everybody else, because nothing seems to be working. Did I come up with a solution? I don't know, probably not. But I think I did find some insight that I haven't heard anybody else talk about yet. And it has nothing to do with the virus. Now, before we get into that, what I'd like you to do is hit that subscribe button for me. You might actually like what we're doing here on this channel. Okay, so let's get into it. Currently, there are thousands. Right now, it's over 10,000 cargo ships in service right now. There are thousands of them at sea right now. And all we keep hearing about are the ones that are all outside the port. 71 here, 41 there, 65 there, hut, hike. Anyway, that's a lot of damn cargo ships. So we're like, why are they just sitting there? This is all manufactured, And what we have to do is we have to take a very quick look at the numbers. I don't want to bore the shit out of you here, but the largest cargo ship can carry between 3,000 and 7,000 containers. They're measured in, I think it's TCUs, and those are 20 cubic feet. So, and it's really hard to figure out exactly how many one can carry. Obviously, it's going to be based on the size of the ship, land, all those crazy variables, weight, shit like that. But here's the thing. Right now, because of all the crap that happened last year, the cargo ships are being loaded with 70% more containers than they would have been last year or the year before that. The distributors are trying to play catch up. Now, the port authorities are running as fast and as hard as they can, and they cannot keep up. Some are calling for the government to take over, which will not help. If the government gets involved, it's going to get so much worse. And hopefully they'll never reach this level of stupid. Okay, so next thing, let's talk about the slinky effect. Oh yeah. As an infantryman, we know what the slinky effect is. There are other names for it in physics, but it's a phenomenon. And basically in the military, what happens is if you go on a forced march, and whoever's leading it, normally your commanding officer is leading this forced march, and he says go, and we all start to step, and he just hauls ass. He starts walking, and he's got legs that are 7 feet long, and he just keeps going. Well, everybody on the planet is trying to keep up with him, and no one can all move at the exact same time. So what you end up with is these gaps in the formation. Now, towards the end, everybody is trying to catch up, and that's all they do. And those poor bastards, unless the leader of this forced march slows down and maintains a reasonable speed, they'll never catch up. It's science. So, in order to make you understand it, what I've done is I found this neat little video. And I want you to watch it and watch the gaps that are in it, and it will absolutely blow your mind. Here it is.
For the first time, Japanese researchers have conducted a real-life experiment that shows how some traffic jams appear for no apparent reason. They placed 22 vehicles on a single track and asked the drivers to cruise round at a constant speed of 30 kilometers an hour. At first, traffic moved smoothly, but soon the distance between cars started to vary and vehicles clumped together at one point on the track. The jam spread backwards around the track like a shockwave at a rate of about 20 kilometers an hour. Real-life jams move backwards at about the same speed.
Okay, so now what I want you to do is I want you to check out this. This is a website that I found. I'll put a link down in the description just so you can dig around in it. And it will blow your mind. The amount of ships that are floating out there right now that are moving around, it's absolutely unfathomable. No wonder we can never play catch up. No wonder there's such a problem in the supply chain. Okay, guys, so this is the port of Los Angeles. And if we zoom in, you can see there's ships waiting to come in. These are all the ships that are sitting in the port area, getting loaded and unloaded. And like if we click on one of these, what do we got here? This is a container ship. Looks like it's Chinese. Here's another one, another Chinese container ship. What do we got here? Another Chinese, no, maybe not. But it's a gigantic container ship. As you can see, there's lots of them. The reason I wanted to show this to you, and like I said, the link is going to be below for you to play with, is you can see that what they're talking about is very true. But here's what I wanted you to see. The supply chain for the global supply chain is ginormous. So now if we zoom out a little bit further, look, there's more ships sitting out here waiting to come in. And then if you start to zoom out a little further, you start to see that these big green ones are moving around out here, coming and going, coming and going. And then we're going to zoom out a little further, and oh no, look at how many more there are. And a little further, and how many more there are. Yeah, this is out in the middle of the ocean, so these aren't just little bitty rowboats out here doing whatever, okay? And you can see that the global supply chain is massive. And whenever we have one little hiccup inside of it, it causes ripple effects. Now, like I said, they are just overloading these ships. In my opinion, they're just overloading these ships, and it's making things very difficult. As you can see, there's a big line of ships between America and China. Look at that. Zooming out. Yep, look at that. Boop. Now here's how this all affects us. No matter what happens, there's going to be a gap in the supply chain. Even if the ports worked 29 hours a day, they'd never be able to offload the overloaded cargo ships like they used to. Until they stop overloading the ships to play catch up, it's just never going to happen. Now what do? We prep. We pay attention. We purchase the things that we can purchase. I have a subscriber, and he's already seen shortages and limitations to purchases. And my suggestion to this person was, you know, if you can only buy one thing of toilet paper, say it's toilet paper. Say if you can only buy one thing of toilet paper from this store. Well, if you pass that store every single day, you stop in and you buy one of everything, they'll limit you. And then next thing you know, at the end of the week, you've got 5 to 7 of them. That's the only thing I can really suggest right now. Even Amazon is saying that it's not Amazon. Even the U.S. Postal Service through Amazon is saying that there's going to be shortages and package delays up to 5 days, which we'll see. Because I did order that solar thing, and it should come in on Tuesday, whatever day that is. Okay, so I figured you'd enjoy that little insightful moment that my very simplistic brain had, and hopefully it'll shed some light on the subject for you that you're not hearing from other people. Okay, until next time, stay safe and have a great day. Woo!